If you're Diamond and struggling to get past Diamond 3 or low Immortal, then you're most likely making a lot of minor mistakes that you might not even be realizing could be losing you games. In this video, I'm gonna go over the most common ones and what you can do about them so that you can finally get into Immortal and continue climbing the ranks. Bad ability usage in Immortal can be detrimental to the outcome of the game. This is why you want to make sure that you get the most out of every single ability you got. That means that it's simply not enough to just smoke and dash in as Jet. You want to be clearing corners while dashing as well. You don't just want to smoke angles, but instead try to make the smokes a one way or find some way to improve them. Small things like these can have the possibility to change the outcome of rounds, so making sure that you're always learning how to use your abilities the best you can is crucial. Try to eliminate as much risk as you can. An example of this is if you're playing Reyna. You just got a kill and you've lost half your HP. Instead of healing back up again, I'd almost always advise you to dismiss instead. Unless you're 100% sure that no one is close, then it's simply not worth it taking the risk of potentially dying. High ranked players are usually a lot better at refragging than low ranked players are, which means that if you manage to catch someone off guard, you're probably gonna get re-peeked. This also means that getting the man advantage is way more valuable the higher in rank you get. The higher in rank you get, the less mechanical skill is gonna matter and more focus will be shifted onto game sense and team play. For this reason, you wanna try to work with your team as much as possible. An example of this is on Fracture. If both teams have a Jet and a Breach in their comps, but one team uses the Breach stuns and flashes together with Jet's abilities and the other team doesn't, I can almost guarantee you that the team who uses the abilities well will be the winning team. Different maps have different agents that are good and spots where their abilities can be used. Whether there be the Fracture example I gave you or Raze combined with Sage on Hookah or Split, abilities become so much more powerful combined with others that complement them. And considering you're in a high rank, most people you're queuing into are probably going to be willing to do a bit of teamwork if you ask them to. This type of thing is what separates Diamonds versus Immortals and Radiants. Something way too many Diamonds and low Immortals do is having too big of an ego. This is something that's gonna affect every single aspect of the game, ranging from economical decisions to over-aggression to teamwork and how you communicate with your team. This is the time where you're gonna have developed a good understanding of the game and a high level of mechanical skill, which is why it's crucial for you to know that you aren't as good as you think. It might sound a bit harsh, but the reality is that you're gonna face way better opponents than yourself almost every day as you get higher in rank. So letting go of that ego and trying to learn as much as you can is super important. Not only will having a big ego stop you from learning and improving, but it can also lower your chances of winning games in the form of you force buying too often, being over aggressive or not working with your team because you feel like all you need is yourself. So if you're serious about improving, let go of that ego because it's guaranteed to hold you back. Mindset is a huge factor in the high ranks. Most players are usually really good at the game in these ranks and also have agents that they're very good at. What I want to say with this is that I think most people are too worried about team comps and everything being perfect. And I don't think that's the right way to play. A lot of games I play simply come down to the mindset and confidence of the two teams. It happens pretty often that I'm down a lot first half, but still have hope, and because of a good team spirit we manage to turn it around and win. On the other hand, there have also been countless games where I could have won or at least made it a close game if it weren't for people giving up and getting tilted. With this being said, I think most people undervalue the importance of not getting tilted, continuing to try your best no matter if you lost a few rounds or aren't playing good, and also to let people play what they're comfortable with. I had a game the other day where we had 5 duelists in our team. Now I know that many people would have dodged that game, but none of us did. We got completely destroyed the first few rounds, but despite that we didn't give up and still had fun. We started winning and got some momentum going. Then we ended up going 8-4 on defender half and winning the game 13-5. What I wanted to say with this example is that sometimes all you need to do is have a good team spirit, let everyone play what they're comfortable with, and you could still end up winning. If you want to improve your mindset and stop tilting so much, then watch the video on the screen. See you there.